In core interaction theory, the way we interpret events stems from the interplay between our essence and our environments and circumstances. This interplay creates intention and attention, drives behavior, and is ultimately responsible for how we experience reality. This interplay takes place through energy streams, which contains the frequency of all our thoughts as well as the thoughts of others that we consciously or unconsciously resonate with. This is the reason why it is so important to become aware of what we are thinking and feeling. A great way to develop awareness is to practice self-leadership, which is a state of consciousness from which we can manage our thoughts, feelings, and actions, giving them more direction, flow, and purpose. We also have to develop the skill of attention, which is key for us to stay receptive to energy impulses that are coherent with our intentions and expectations, and then take action accordingly. When we do, manifestations occur with less resistance as expressions of our conscious awareness. With practice, we can observe the quality of our manifestations and shift their vibration when desired. How we experience life is both a result of how we feel and think about ourselves and how we interpret the events in our life. The meaning that we give to what happens to us can impact our thoughts and feelings in a positive or negative way. If we want to change what we are experiencing, we need to change the thought-feeling pattern created by our interpretations. And we do this by gaining new perspectives about the situations and events in our life, especially the ones we consider to be negative, as they can serve as a compass towards our desired objectives. With compassion, we can see the learning in every experience and value ourselves for having created it. When we observe the influence our environments and circumstances have on us, we can see how our perceptions create our thoughts and feelings. For example, the influence of family, society, the media, religion, experts, and friends can impact how we think and feel in a big way. We are exposed to so much information telling us what to eat, drink, wear, drive, how to exercise, who to worship, and how to behave that most people get very confused. We receive so much information defining what a successful life is and how to achieve it that our self-esteem can drop if we don't match this criteria. But this is really just a choice. Let me illustrate this using the topic of relationships. Many books and courses on relationships offer checklists and scripts telling people what to say, what to text or email, when to respond, how to seduce, when to have sex, and so on and so forth, with the promise of attracting a soulmate. Well, if you really want a soulmate or a deeply fulfilling relationship, you just need to know yourself first. It's that simple. When you do, your self-love becomes an attractive beacon to others. When you are in love with yourself, others in affinity with your energy are naturally drawn to you. Why? Because when you love yourself, you bring your body-being communication into the present moment, which makes you feel good. And others in affinity with what you have to offer want to resonate with this energy too. And this is when love expands, allowing genuine relationships to unfold. There is no script or set of rules for this, just your alignment with your being, which is a spark of core energy which powers the universe. It seems that when people get into relationships, they tend to get out of alignment with themselves, which lowers their self-esteem and self-worth. We can find the evidence of this in our culture by looking at the divorce rate, which is the highest in the world and continues to increase. And about 67% of second marriages end in divorce too, with the percentage increasing for third marriages. This trend also includes the senior population. According to recent research, the divorce rate among Americans older than 50 doubled between 1990 and 2009. So, what do you think is happening here? I think there is an epidemic of low self-esteem and self-worth in this country. If you can't have a healthy relationship with yourself, you can't have one with someone else. The divorce rate is simply reflecting the low self-esteem and instant gratification mentality in this society. And instead of soulmates, people get CellMates. The good news is that you can transform a CellMate relationship into a SoulMate one if both parties choose to do so.